What's up, everybody? Pack here, and we're back in Brave Frontier. Now, a couple of things I want to generally announce right now is, unlike what many people thought, well, not many people, but some people on, my comments thought, is that I really was trying for Vortex Arena. When I said I never actually took it seriously. I never once said, oh yeah, I'm taking this seriously, except until now. But even then, it was still a joking fashion. Now, that was, I think, in episode 26, where I clearly just mentioned like I was kind of doing it for fun. There was really no motive. I was just kind of using it to kind of see how far I would get. But again, like I've mentioned time and time again with Vortex Arena, if you're not constantly wasting your gems and your time on Vortex Arena, you're not really going anywhere. You're going to stay at your rank. Or you're going to keep climbing your ranks and, defend your rank, whatever that is. Now, obviously, I have shit to do in a day. So, obviously, me taking Vortex Arena seriously was not supposed to be a thing. But people kept thinking that. But I'm just here to kind of clear that up and say that it was never a thing. I never actually tried in Vortex Arena. I just put together the shittiest team I could get with the shittiest spheres and just kind of rolled with it because that's all I felt like doing. So before anybody complains in the comments down below that that what rank they got and how better they are, I don't care about Vortex Arena too much. All I care about is evolving my units and playing the game like a normal human being. Also, by the way, we're going to keep getting this error message. I've done a full update and I've done a full download. Map village _ 640 by 809.png is gone. It just went in the wind. Now, what's interesting about this whole fucking Fort of Vempazar is we've got bounty missions and we've got fairy tale missions. Now, the bounty missions are weird because we've got a few things here, nothing here, and 2 summon tickets and some tomes. But who fucking cares about the tomes right now? We got summon tickets on the line. So what I didn't know at first was that those bounty coins were actually supposed to be used. The bounty coins are obtained by going into the challenge area in the what is it called, the exchange hall. You go to challenges and you accept all those things, and that's how you get the bounty coins. And obviously by doing the fairy tale dungeon, you get fairy tale coins. And so far we said we would be getting, well, they said we'd get a special sphere for not only creating and crafting but for the Vempazar, but we don't have it. Now, I think that's the Book of End. If it's not the Book of End, if we get like the Book of End from another crafting thing, then I don't know what the fuck we're doing with this, except for another way for people to kind of cheap out and, kind of go out to buy more gems to get more shit. But as far as I know, we've got the platinum key, we've got the golden key, we've got the silver key. We've got those things, but I don't know where the Book of End is. Now, the Book of End... Now, seeing the state of Brave Frontier at the moment, things don't look too great. Like, I'm just going to say that right now. Things don't look too great. I don't really think anybody's brought this up to Gumi's attention, but we need to... Ooh, I can make a silver key. Let me check all the way at the bottom to make sure. Okay, so the Book of End is not here, so it has to be obtained from either a dungeon as a very rare drop or from crafting. Now I'm going to make this key. Now I made a brief video on this key, on these keys earlier on. Now actually I want to see how much I need. Okay, so I'm going to need all that as a silver key. Pretty much this is like every other fucking thing that we've been getting recently where you need one of the previous sphere to make everything else. Okay, so it seems like I'm just going to need to farm for more lacrima crystals to make the keys. I'm going to wait until I get maybe both the platinum key and the golden key. Now, as you can tell, I've got my Lucy and I've got my Natsu. So I'm using those guys because it just seems like the best way to farm at the moment. I've not really maxed out my second Lucy yet because I'm working on other units. If you guys don't know, I got Tridon, Zedus, and Daria in the 3-gem rare summon because I was bored and I'm like, hey, you know, let's do the 3-gem rare summon. I got those 3 and I was like, oh, hey, this is pretty fucking cool. So I decided to go out and I'm like, you know, grinding for those things. Now, obviously, I'm going to continue to grind for dungeon stuff here because, well, I really need to continue to grind. Well, a few things is I have, what is that, 41,972 experience to go until I level up again. So I'm going to equip my XP tokens because I have so many XP tokens. And I'm just going to run. I'm just going to run these dungeons. You don't get units, but you do get items. You get the items in the forms of those Lacrima crystals. You don't get like red grass, green grass, and different drops and like the coconuts or the Hoku nuts like you did, I think, in Legends of Neo Avalon. Now, the reason why everything's full auto on here is because the bosses in here are actually kind of tough. And I just have it full auto so I can just keep running and running and running. Now, I don't freeze as much on the second mission, but some people have reported that they freeze on the second mission. Some people don't, or they might freeze on the second battle, or the second to last battle of the third mission. It's not really explained too well, but let me go in the Discord and see what everybody's talking about, because at the moment I don't know what the fuck is going on. Also, the bad part is, the really, really stupid part is you're not really given the option to use Discord on both your phone and your computer. So you have to use it on your phone or your computer. You can only use one or the other, not both at the same time. Because sometimes I could be playing Brave Frontier on Nox and not have it working on my phone. So that means then I have to like look up the shit on the computer, and it just gets annoying because I don't have it like at my fucking fingertips all the goddamn time. Also, it does not log you out of Discord, and that's what I really don't like, is that like if you're logging on your computer, it doesn't kick you out on your phone. It actually kicks you out, but it shows as endless connecting, so that just gets annoying. Never mind, I figured it. Yeah. Going through on these Discord things is kind of weird because sometimes I have to do other stuff. Now that's another weird thing. See those little red like targeting things? I don't know if Urza's gonna have a special ability where she can actually lock onto targets herself. Like her SBB allows her to fixate on one target and do more damage over time for a fixated target. I don't know if that's even a possibility, or even if I'm even close on, you know, how correct that is. But that's all. That, as far as I know, that's what it looks like to me. Also, I think Gray Fullbuster has the ability to stop a unit from using one of their turns. So that could be one thing. Like, again, it could be more damage. Now, it doesn't show more damage fixated onto one unit, but it just shows, like, it shows the numbers, but see how they're big on the fucking spark shit? That means it's doing tons of damage. That's probably coming from Fan Fang and Xion for light and dark. Well, not for, well, for light against, dark against light, and then earth against thunder, I think. And what is this? The weird part, yeah, see that little green little clock? That means, so it's on Natsu. So that means he's not going to be able to use his turn. It like stops his time. So I wonder if there's going to be a meta with Gray that makes it so that you can stop a unit from doing anything in this regards. Okay, so it is the Exchange Hall mission. stuff. Exchange all mission stuff. There we go. Sorry, talking to the guys in the Discord too. So you're probably going to be seeing this along with like a Cuphead video, and I do apologize about that. Or you might be seeing this, then the Cuphead video. I have no idea, but you know, again, you just got to pardon me for these kind of crammed together videos. I'm going to do this video right now, and then, oh no, I'm going to do, yeah, this video right now again. Okay, why not? This video right now, and then the next video will be Cuphead, and I've already taken care of some of the stuff on there. The reason I'm going to, I might slow down doing Cuphead is because it does really kind of get annoying sometimes with how much crazy shit goes on. So, but still, guys, I really do thank y'all so much for all the support and just in general, all the wacky shit y'all have been posting and sharing with me. Like, Nyami going crazy because I got Natsu and stuff like that. That was fun. That was fun. So, hopefully we get more shit later on in the year. Now, again, I think I've also mentioned this, that we should be coming up closer, well, towards the end of October. We should be coming up against the Thunder Vortex Arena. And after, like, day 1 or 2, I'm going to say about after day 2, halfway into day 2, we're going to get a BNC. And they're going to announce either the new Halloween unit. It might be a couple weeks before or after, but they're going to announce like the full details of the Halloween unit, Beatrix, the succubus. Hopefully, she's actually a pretty good unit. We don't know yet. Because again, as far as I'm concerned, I know fuck all nothing. So if we get more news, or if we get leaked information from Gumi themselves, we could be able to figure something out. So it's kind of difficult knowing when and how we're gonna get shit. Obviously, assuming the 16th, 10 days from now, is when we'll be seeing the next BNC probably. It's gonna be mid-October maybe. It might be mid-October, it might be late October, maybe it might be towards the 20th, the 21st or something like that. We have no idea yet. So okay, so I mean, again, this is kind of hard to speculate on what's going to happen, but my thoughts on it is that Beatrix is going to be, obviously she has to be different from Galtier. Now, obviously we have to look up, I think I have to look up Galtier's lore. I mean, it's the only appropriate way to see, like, if any of the stories kind of intertwine with each other. But Samira might intervene with might intertwine with Beatrix's story and vice versa and whatnot. So, let me think. Also, I really do hope that Galtier makes a comeback as a special summon, so the summon gate. Because we fucking did that with Feng. We did that with we've been doing that with a lot of units recently. We've been doing that with a ton. We've been doing that with Talmay. We've done that with Arthur and Lancelot in the form of we've done that with Lancelot and Arthur in the form of a rare resummon. So hopefully we get something special with Galtier. The knight once known as Galtier gave and agreed for the power of riches, be a hero of the kingdom. as the spirit of the demon wolf Galtier supposedly lived. Okay. Okay, so oh wait, no, that's Ciara. So again, we have no idea what could happen at this point. Let me look up. Yeah, we have no articles so far. Hopefully we do get articles later on, like we get a speculation article or something going on. But what I'm assuming is we're gonna get a big announcement coming October-ish. We're gonna get the remainder of we already got that new Galardon unit, Ilm Alakat, I think. Yeah, Ilm Alakat. We got the new guy. So we're gonna see Ilm Alakat, which supposedly is like Ilm. Again, I think I mentioned it in the other video. It's kind of like Voltron, where it's like multiple parts of Ilm. So we might be seeing Ilm Alakat and one or two more pieces of Ilm. And then we could be seeing Kael'zar become a unit. You know, Gabriella's son become a unit. What else was mentioned? Well, who else was mentioned? They mentioned I can't remember who else they named at the end of it was at the end of Crossing the Abyss. I really can't fucking remember. I really can't remember who else is mentioned. There's at least 2 or 3 more people that were mentioned that aren't that aren't currently units. We know Ilm, and I know Ilm was said at the end of that, and I know Ilm was said at the end of that, and then Nimune was said at the end of that. And we suppose Nimune's lover also died, was also mentioned, but we don't know who it is. I'm like trying to go back. Gotta go back to see who the fuck it was. I'm sorry if I'm looking down and you're seeing like the bottom of my face, but I have to fucking think about this. Because ugh. Oh, I probably deleted it. Shit. Fucking hell. Okay, who cares? But there was a couple of the units that were announced. You might have to post in the comments or in the Discord, but at the end of Crossing the Abyss, after you kill Zelion, I think he was mentioned. I think Zelion was mentioned. I know Ilm and Nimune were mentioned. I think Zelion was also mentioned. Luina just kind of disappeared after Crossing the Abyss, we suppose, and just kind of resurfaced later on. But if Crossing the Abyss didn't seem like the end, because now we've got Ilm Alakat, and we need to know who the fuck Ilm Alakat is. Again, he could be a fire unit, he could be a dark unit, he could be a fucking light unit, he could be another water unit for all we know. But we don't know who he is. He probably could be a dark unit, because Ilm had a dark totem in his evolution thing, and seeing Ilm and his artwork, you notice that there's kind of like this weird red pit in his chest, and that seems like where it would go. I mean, at least I think that's where it would go. So let me look up Ilm real fast. because all we know is that we could be seeing more Galdodon units. And I found it funny how they mentioned, like, I think it was like Eriki was supposed to be the last. Well, no, Luina was supposed to be the last Galdodon unit, but they had to make Crossing the Abyss kind of be like this weird cliffhanger part. So yeah, if you look at Ilm when he's in the Grand Quest art, you notice there's like this big kind of like red kind of fire-ish looking piece in the center of his chest. And you notice there is some purple stuff surrounding his body. So Ilm Alakat is probably just Ilm without the armor. Because going back to the screenshots, it kind of looks like Ilm, but it both looks like Ilm and doesn't look like Ilm at the same time. That's what's really fucking weird. And since they're giving us no news on these units, like, they announce these units, but they give us no details. They don't even put them in the news. They don't throw them off in the news. Like, they don't just do what they did back in Brave Summer and just put, like, the unit art just right in the fucking thing. No. Instead, we're just going to have to assume that he's going to be either a fire, dark, or light unit. And probably I know for a fact he's probably not going to be a mitigator, because Ilm's already a mitigator. But if Ilm Alakat is a mitigator, he could be a DOT mitigator. Like, he could, lower the damage of damage over time effects. So that's what I'm thinking. Now, Omni Niami is probably going to continue with the self spark. That's all I'm pretty much for sure about. Cersei's going to do whatever she did, but people are already not liking the Niami art because she lost the big claws. I really don't care. I like Omni Niami right now. I also like Omni Tridon. Like, he looks like a fucking boss. Also, if they're doing Omni Tridon, they have to do Ultor, Zedus, Omni Zedus, Omni Ultor, Omni Aurelia, and Omni Andaria, Omni Heteron, and Omni Gazia. Omni Gazia would be really good for another trial. I swear to God, if they make Omni Gazia and they give us a fucking strategy zone, I'm going to punch them. Okay? We don't need it. We don't need a strategy zone. If you make it like the fucking... No, seriously, if you make it a trial, you are not only going to make it easy, you are making it actually be more interesting. Like, if you give him team wiping abilities and stuff like that. And not team wiping abilities as soon as you, like, start the fight and you, like, normal attack him once. He should not be able to one-shot your whole fucking team right in turn one. Okay? So what I'm trying to say here is, if we do get Omni Gazia, we should be seeing him in the form of a trial, not a strategy zone. But knowing Gumi, they're not going to fucking listen. They're going to make it the world's hardest fucking strategy zone. Because Zai-Jing is still fucking difficult for me, because I'm not really given that much of a fucking assistance. It's just, read this. Like, what the fuck do you think I can do? Read? What do you think I am, smart? So, doing Omni Zai-Jing's trial is fucking strategy zones difficult as fuck already. I see why the four fallen gods have to be difficult, because they're the four fallen fucking gods. Like, it makes sense. But Gazia is just this random fucking dude who just made beasts based on mythical creatures of some extent. Andaria, her mechanical beast, is kind of related to Medusa. Hydroloid is a fucking Hydra. Ultor is the Cyclops. What else is there? Grief Snare is just a fucking lion. Or to be more specific, he's a Chimera, I think. Possibly. I'm not entirely sure. Don't quote me on that, please. I know someone's gonna go, oh, you got your mythology wrong. So I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be mean, seriously. Hey, we leveled up. See, that's what I was waiting for also, is so that we could level up. Again, this is kind of going to not really be much of a full fleshed out Brave Frontier video. Obviously in the title it's just going to be like Pack does farming and shit or something. Because I've really got to talk about like all these new Omni units that could be coming out. Now seriously though, or they could just give us Omni Gazia in the form of a fucking Frontier Rift. That would be so much easier if they just gave us Omni Gazia in the form of a Frontier Rift. So we don't have to waste time doing Frontier Hunters or Frontier Gates. Or wasting time in strategy zones or trial zones. Or trial battles, I mean. If they just give us... Even if they just give us to him for fucking free, I don't care. All I want to see is Omni Gazia. And he's obviously going to have to keep his light and dark I don't think it's light and dark mitigation. But he's going to have to keep his mitigation effects. And he's going to have to still be cool. Okay? He's pretty much got to kind of keep in check with like Omni Tridon. And, if they release all the other Omni Soulbound Saga units. Because seriously, if they give us one Frontier Rift exclusive unit reward for Omni Tridon only, that pretty much leaves out all the rest of Soulbound Saga. And then if they do Soulbound Saga, people are going to start asking for more Enroth. And since they've already gave Omni Nyami a form, they're going to ask for Omni Nyala, Omni Avani, Omni Alanon, Omni everybody. We already got Ezra for not Soulbound Saga, but for... Okay, so we've got Xenia kind of for Soulbound Saga, because she kind of intertwines some magical how. But still, so we got Ezra for Enroth, as I was trying to say. So we have a bunch of other fucking units that we really need to be able to get Omni'd. Now, there's certain units that I want more than others. Omni Darvinshire. But some are probably not going to happen. Again, Omni Darvinshire may or may not happen. We really have no idea. Again, there's no real sources. Unlike Overwatch, there's no real way you can leak information from Gumi, because they're rather stingy with what they put out there. Like this hacking incident, they called it just a security incident. They didn't call it what it was. They didn't say we got hacked. They just said, people breached the security. It's like, at the end of the day, you got hacked and a lot of shit's going wrong with Brave Frontier. It's probably best to give people more than 4 gems. Now, I know the last reward we got, which was like a summon ticket, sphere frogs, imps, etc., that's good. Okay, that's what we want to see. That's the type of compensation we want to see, because it shows that you're actually fucking sorry, and you actually kind of take liability for what fucking happens. It's not like it's more heartfelt than just getting 4 gems. Because if I was still like free to play, all I would have to do is just run Mildron and run wherever Carnamasta is, beat both him and Dark Arc, and that's 6. I think that's like 6 or 4 gems, because you get some from doing Arc's extra mission. So it really doesn't make that much sense as to why certain things happen. But again, you have to pay attention to the timeline and kind of the chronology of how things happen. And again, if they release Omni Gazia, great. If they don't, great too. I really don't care. I just want to see it because it'd be fucking cool. And it's something that a lot of people have been really asking for, because nobody really... Well, okay. Not the fact that nobody really cares. It's just the fact that nobody paid attention up until now. Because we got the poll, and Zeruya was number 1, Nyami was number 2, and Alanon was 3 for global exclusive Omni Evolutions. So those were the top 3. So Zeruya got hers last year, I think a little more than last year, and we're just now receiving the works in progress for Omni Niami and Omni Tridon. Now, Tridon really didn't make it on the top list. I don't think he did, but he might have. He might have by a couple votes. I can't remember because that was a long time ago. But okay. Gumi had a vote. We only got one of those units. Later on, they just kind of forgot about all that. So it really kind of made it depressing to really go back and like forget about all that shit you just did and worked on. And kind of figuratively and literally pissed all over it. Like, I love this game. I've been asked what happens after Brave Frontier ends. I don't fucking know what's gonna happen. But if Brave Frontier does eventually start to get shut down, just keep in mind I'm gonna hop over to other games. So if this stuff comes to an end, if things start becoming a wrap up, I might move to other games. I might just move back to doing games like I used to do, like, you know, Cuphead, Sonic Mania, more horror games, games that weren't meant to be their own videos, you know, Don't Starve, Honey Pop, Honeycam. I mean, oh shit, I should not have said that. I should not have said that. Whoops. Abort. We're gonna go back. Rewind it, guys. Rewind it. Okay, so what I actually meant to say is Don't Starve, The Escapists, Besiege Ore Kingdom, Plague Inc., Corpse Party, maybe Surgeon Simulator if I'm feeling like I really need to get myself pissed off, and Terraria. Now, again, ignore what I said before. Just ignore what I said before. But I'm just going to shut up now, guys. But you're going to see my Cuphead video released tomorrow. Tomorrow at 4, my Cuphead video should be up. If not 4, 4:30. You know, we're going to say 4:30. Oh. 4:30, 5 o'clock-ish. My Cuphead video should be going up. So I just want to keep y'all in the know of that stuff. So that being said, I'm just going to shut my mouth now. All I'm doing right now is farming for more of these crystals so I can make all the keys. Hopefully they're good spheres for someone. So with that being said, guys, I'm just going to shut my face now. You know, have a good day. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. You know, leave comments, questions, feedback. Whatever you want in the comments down below, but just don't start posting spam links, please. So with that being said, guys, hopefully you enjoyed and have a great day.